Bad habits of the zodiac signs. Oh, we see you have returned once again. We're a YouTuber. You're in luck. The cosmos is whispering onto us its secrets once again. Come, listen and look. Dear viewer, for today, we're going to hearken to the whispers of the universe and have it tell us the bad habits of the zodiac signs. But before we do, make certain that you subscribe to our channel and click the notification button. It's the only way the stars will reveal their mysteries to us. Also, check out our Zephyr Friendship quote at the end of the video. Have you subscribed and clicked the notification button yet? If not, kindly do it as it will help us grow. Now, without further ado, let's begin. 1. Pieces. Yes, it seems that the cosmos has revealed your bad habits to us first, Pieces. There are a couple of things, bad habits at least, that you're going to need to work on, Pieces. First, work on your idealism. When you see something amazing, try to enjoy it, not hope that you'd see something even better. Also, Pieces, don't try and escape your responsibilities, especially when there's something going wrong in your life. Yes, we know you have a hypersensitive personality, but you need to commit to the things you've agreed to do. That feeds into your extreme laziness, which you really need to get over. Finally, Pieces, get over your pessimism. Life is beautiful and grand. You should try to see it that way. 2. Aquarius. The galaxy is opening up to us once again. Our collective third eyes are opening, and yet some more bad habits of zodiac signs are revealing themselves to us. This time, we're going to talk about you, Aquarius. For starters, you are extreme. Not Mountain Dew or flaming hot Doritos extreme, but extreme in your emotions, dear Aquarius. Suddenly, you'll have a critical and explosive feeling, whether it be anger or sadness, which often comes out because of your stubbornness. Essentially, if you're cornered, you'll react extremely. You're also unpredictable and aloof, which means those big emotions will surprise anyone who is trying to get close to you. If you're trying to be with an Aquarius, then you're going to have to expect inconsistency, especially when it comes to emotions. 3. Capricorn. Watch, dear YouTuber, as the sky parts and the stars speak to us. Each of their twinkles reveals another syllable. The way each shines differently tells us another bad habit. For our third reading, we'll tell you, Capricorn, about your bad habits. For starters, Capricorn, you tend to be very shy. You're one of the most beautiful signs, so you shouldn't be timid to show off that beauty. Like the Aquarius and the Pieces, you're stubborn and pessimistic. Because of this stubbornness and pessimism, Capricorn, you tend to have a hard time motivating yourself. Try to have a different outlook on the world, and maybe you'll find yourself being more successful. 4. Sagittarius. The sky is open to telling us its secrets. Sagittarius, it seems the stars have chosen to reveal your bad habits next. Here's the deal, Sagittarius, you tend to give off an air of overconfidence. Even if you're in a situation where you're not sure about what you're doing, you still emanate cockiness, which makes others apprehensive to get close to you. Sagittarius, you also tend to be careless when it comes to being grateful, so people are constantly complaining about how you never thank them. Finally, Sagittarius, you're inconsistent, especially when it comes to work, school, and family. Try to be more aware of those around you, Sagittarius. 5. Scorpio. The stars fear telling us about your bad habits, Scorpio, as they are afraid of how you'll react. You're often known as the angrier of the signs, trying to sting everyone who tries to get near you. Little did you know, Scorpio, that it's actually those who manage to penetrate that stinging defense that suffer. You're very jealous, Scorpio, which makes the people you're dating apprehensive to continue doing so. Even if they make it through the jealousy, they still have to deal with your secretive nature and your manipulation. Try to let those who are trying to get close to you make their own decisions, Scorpio. 6. Libra. Now that the stars have calmed down a bit, it seems the cosmos is ready to talk about you. Libra? Listen here and pay attention, because here are your bad habits. Libra, you tend to be quite lazy, even lazier than the Pieces. In fact, you're probably the laziest of the zodiac signs. This is because unless you have something to drive you forward, you won't want to do it. You also have a hard time making up your mind, Libra, which is a very undesirable trait. If you're asked to make a decision, just go with your gut, or if you are really having a hard time, flip a coin. Finally, you often forget what it means to have inner beauty. Look within before you look to the outside. Libras, that is all. The stars have spoken. 7. Virgo. The cosmos is a strange and elusive thing to try and read. It takes years and years of practice, something that luckily we have. We're relaying this information to you, Virgo, because at first, it was hard to see your bad habits. The galaxy was uncertain about you at first, Virgo, but after some time and some coercion, it managed to become clear. Virgo, you are brutally honest. You think it's a good trait, but you often unintentionally hurt the people you're trying to help. You also tend to be a perfectionist and get a little too hands-on when people aren't doing things your way. Take your hands off the reins and, for God's sake, keep your vicious opinions to yourself. You risk losing the ones that you love if you don't heed the words of the universe. 8. Leo. Unlike some of the other signs we've mentioned, the stars weren't shy about sharing their opinions about you, Leo. It seems they've determined that you need to be taken down a couple pegs. As you might have imagined, Leos tend to be some of the most egotistical people you'll ever meet, even compared to the Sagittarius. The Leo is incredibly cocky, loud, which manifests itself through arrogance, impatience, and overall jealousy for everything that other people have that they do not. If you try to persuade a Leo to do something differently, you're pretty much spitting into the wind. Leo, this is a message for you. Take a good hard look in the mirror and get over yourself. The people around you have noticed that you're not all that. Maybe it's time for you to do so as well. 9. Cancer. Yes, dear YouTuber, it seems we are nearing the end of our session. But for now, Cancer, we turn our attention to you and your bad habits. Cancer, it seems you have trouble dealing with your emotions. If you're ever faced with a situation where you'll need to be vulnerable, especially when you're trying to let someone into your life, you'd rather scuttle away than deal with it head-on. Even compared to some of the aforementioned zodiac signs, you tend to be the most pessimistic Cancer, which makes you pretty moody as well. You're also suspicious, mostly because you've been hurt before and don't want to get hurt again. Finally, if you ever decide to let someone in, you're incredibly clingy. Relax and try to open up a little bit. Those around you will thank you, and you'll have better times. 10. Gemini. Yes, the sign of the twins. The stars are gushing about you, Gemini. Your anxiety is what interests them the most. They're unsure about how someone could possibly be this nervous. You don't know when to quit, which sounds uplifting but can also be pretty detrimental. Relax, dear Gemini, things will turn out alright. Try not to get bored with your current task either, because you'll end up abandoning it if it doesn't keep your attention. Finally, try and find your own sense of direction, your own will to adventure, because this sedentary lifestyle is going to hurt you in the long run. 11. Taurus. If you, though Aquarius and Capricorns, were stubborn, then you have yet to meet a Taurus. Probably the most stubborn of the zodiac signs, these people are practically mules. They're so set in their ways. Don't even bother trying to convince them differently, because they'll just stomp their feet and huff and puff until you give up. Taurus, your stubbornness also feeds into your laziness, mostly because if you don't want to do it, you won't. Finally, you tend to be materialistic, Taurus. Our advice: listen, don't talk, and try to enjoy people and nature. You know what they say, the best things in life are free. 12. Aries. Finally, the galaxy turns its eyes to the Aries. For you, Aries, it's your confrontational nature that you need to work on. Just relax, remember to hear people out, and not be so angry they don't do things your way. Aries, just look after your stubbornness and your anger, and you'll be just fine. And so, our session ends. The cosmos is once again closed to our collective sight. Come back some other time, viewer, for we are too tired to continue reading the universe. What did you think? Did we peg your bad habits? Let us know in the comments whether or not you think we got it right.